Welcome to Sauti Mzalendo, where your voice meets the nation's heartbeat. We dive into a diplomatic drama that's boiling over East African tea. Literally. So, is Sudan sipping Kenyan tea under the table? Or is President Ruto simply being optimistic? Buckle up. This one has sharp words, steeped tension, and a billion-shilling headache. Let's break it down. About 3 weeks ago, Sudan made a bold move. The Ministry of Trade and Supply officially suspended all imports from Kenya. That includes our world-famous tea, which has long been a key export to Khartoum. Why the hard stop? Sudan's government was not impressed when Kenya hosted leaders from the Rapid Support Forces, a paramilitary group currently neck-deep in Sudan's civil conflict. That sparked fury in Khartoum. Sudan accused Nairobi of interfering in its internal affairs and promptly recalled its ambassador. That, folks, was the diplomatic equivalent of slamming the door shut. But then, President William Ruto made an eyebrow-raising statement during a sit-down at Sagana State Lodge. He said, quote, "We are still selling tea to Sudan even after they said they are not buying our tea. The market itself has forced them." In simpler terms, Ruto is suggesting that, regardless of the politics, Sudanese buyers just can't resist Kenyan tea. Sounds bold, right? Well, Sudan did not let that slide. Their embassy in Nairobi quickly released a sharply worded statement calling Ruto's claims unfounded and inaccurate. They say not a single Kenyan product has entered their borders since the trade suspension was enacted. Not one. So, if President Ruto thinks Sudan is quietly sipping our tea in secret, they are saying, think again. Let's talk money. Reports show over 207 containers of Kenyan tea are stuck, unable to reach Sudanese markets. That's not just leaves sitting in boxes. It's 1.3 billion shillings in potential revenue going stale. And for the thousands of farmers, exporters, and transporters depending on that chain, this standoff is more than political. It's personal. This isn't just a spat between neighbors. It's a snapshot of how regional politics are now spilling into trade and hitting ordinary people. Kenya prides itself on diplomacy, but in this case, Sudan is drawing a line in the sand saying, respect our sovereignty, or there's no business. Meanwhile, Sudan insists it's still open to dialogue, but only on terms of mutual respect and non-interference. That's diplomat speak for. Stay out of our business or stay out of our market. Now here's the thing. This whole saga raises real questions. Should Kenya have hosted a group involved in another country's conflict? Was it diplomacy or a step too far? And if Sudan is firm on their boycott, what's our plan B for the tea industry? As for President Ruto, confidence is great, but when words don't match the facts on the ground, it can cost credibility and cash. My take, in diplomacy, pride is expensive, and in trade, it's tea farmers who pay the price first. If this situation isn't cooled with level-headed dialogue, we might be watching the slow brewing of a longer economic headache. That's it from Sauti Mzalendo. Let us know what you think. Should Kenya have taken a different approach? And who's really sipping the truth in this tea war? And remember, the voice of the people is the power of the nation. Catch you tomorrow, same time, same fire.